Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I take my hair from this to this. Now, if you like what you see, keep watching. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe. Pause if you need to. Just make sure you subscribe, guys. Now let's jump right in. So the items you'll be needing to achieve this hairstyle will be listed below. So right here, you're just seeing me taking out my hair bow and separating my hair so I can begin to part it. But first, ladies, let me go ahead and take out these hoops. So the comb you see me using right here, I feel like is best. One, because I'm natural, and two, because it gives you really straight parts. Believe it or not, guys, it took me a long time just to do this part. Like I said before, I am natural, so you natural girls understand exactly where I'm coming from. So I did go ahead and speed this part up, and I also cut out a lot of parts just so that this video won't be too long. But also, this was honestly the hardest part for this hairstyle, was parting it, not even the actual hairstyle. So right here you see me just brushing up my hair so I can go ahead and start the style. And yes, I'm using every natural girl's favorite brush, and now I just section off the hair to begin. So now I proceed to just putting some jam around the perimeter of my part, including my sideburns and baby hairs. Ladies, if it's possible, have a place where you can actually put your hair so it can be easier for you to do it, because this is a hairstyle that requires you to feed the hair in. And I used 5 pieces of hair for each braid. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can grasp this concept. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is going in braiding my real hair, and I just cross over twice. We know in order to do a braid, you cross over 3 times, but here you cross over 1, 2, and then you add or feed in a piece of hair underneath. See how I'm taking it under? And then I go ahead and complete the 3 strand of braiding. And then I go ahead and braid some more. You see me crossing over, and then I add another piece of hair. And whenever you add the hair, you always want to add it underneath. I hope this doesn't look confusing, guys. I do know my hair is, well, it does actually knot up really fast, so it does get tangled. So that's why it looks like I'm doing extra movements. But once again, you're braiding, but then you're feeding in the hair underneath. I'm just checking out the size to see if I want it bigger or not. And then you see me, I'm feeding in more hair, and I'm always feeding in the hair at the bottom. And then you just continue braiding. And for me, I do want bigger boxes, smaller braids. I noticed this style has been trending, and I like it because it's lightweight, guys. And it just looks good. It doesn't matter really what size of braid that you use. You can choose to feed in as much as hair as you want to get the size that you desire. And again, you just see me picking up hair and feeding in more hair. I can't stress to you guys enough, if you have some kind of stand where you can put your hair on, it makes this much easier. I just had mine on the counter, on my shoulders, and on the doorknob, guys. Don't be like that unless you have to, but if you can get a stand, it makes it easier. And I fed in a total of 5 pieces. Like I said, you can see it's starting to come together and it's thickening out. It's looking really pretty. So I am pleased. It looks good, guys. So I parted it and put jam around it already. I'm just trying to get these edges together because this is where I lost hair after I gave birth to my baby girl. So it's a little bit harder for me to part. But let's get right into this. And I think this part will be easier for you guys to grasp. So right here, we're going to part it into 3 sections as though you are doing a regular braid with your natural hair. So that's 1, That's 2, and that's 3, and I start braiding. So I cross over once, I cross over twice, and it's with the second crossover you feed in a piece of hair at the bottom. Okay, and then you just keep braiding as though all of it is your real hair. And you cross over a few times, and then you feed in another piece of hair, and you always feed it in at the bottom. And you just keep braiding as though you're braiding your hair. So this, it will begin to come natural, I believe, because the whole time you're braiding as though it's your own hair. The only difference is you're adding in pieces at the bottom, as you just see me do again. And then I keep on braiding it. I just keep adding in pieces which help thicken the hair and make the hair look nice. I'll say it makes the hair look nice and full. See how it comes together again? And I braid it down a little bit, and I just add another piece of hair at the bottom. So basically you're just repeating this over and over until you get your desired length. And for me, my desired length was a little bit below my bottom. So I think I want to zoom in right here again for you guys so you can see it closer. So for this one, let's talk it through one more time. And then for the remaining, I am just going to let you guys go ahead and observe. But I do stress, whichever braid that I did that you were able to understand a little bit, continue to pause it and try it, pause it and try it until you completely grasp the concept. I think that's important with anything that we're trying, that we always practice it until we can perfect it. And like with every braid, you see me putting jam around the parameter and then going ahead. So right here, you see me parting it into 3 sections. 1, 2, 3, and then I braid 1, 2, and then you add the hair to the finger at the bottom, or the hair strand at the bottom, and you just continue braiding as though it is your natural hair. And then you add it, you feed in, should I say, another piece of hair, and the hair that you are feeding in always goes at the bottom. And then you braid down a little bit, and then you will see me add another piece of hair, or feed in another piece of hair at the bottom. And also I do put jam on my hair, so it just makes everything look really nice and uniformed, because my hair is a bit on the kinkier or coarser side. And I continue that all the way down. And you see me here just adding the conditioning jam again. And again. 1, 2, 3. Start braiding. 1, 2. And then you add your strand of hair. You feed it in at the bottom. And you just braid. Nothing too fancy. And then you feed in more after you braid a few times. And you feed in more. Right there, you saw me. I was making the hair a little bit uneven so that I can get that length at the bottom. And I put on the jam to condition and make my hair blend in way better with the synthetic hair. Look at me, y'all, I'm going fast now. So what you're seeing me do here is a length check. I'm pulling and tugging on the hair until I get my desired length. So this is my last one in the front, guys. I'm getting excited. And you know, I do the same thing over here. But this time, like I said before, I'm just gonna let you guys observe what I'm doing. So let me go ahead and zoom it on in. And you do the same thing in the back. And here is the final look, guys. So my final thoughts on this hairstyle is I love it. It's super quick, it's super easy, and it's beautiful. It doesn't get better than that, guys. But more importantly, I want to tell you guys, make sure, ladies, you're staying on top of your self-care. And this is just one of the ways to take care of yourselves is by taking care of your hair. Like I said, this is a quick and easy hairstyle. You can do it yourself like you saw me do, or you can have somebody do it for you. Regardless, just make sure your hair is done. It's important to schedule it. Something that's on a schedule, you keep to it, you know, for the most part you keep to it. Some people don't, but that's not gonna be us. So yeah, make sure you have your hair appointments scheduled and what kind of hairstyle that you want to have. Go ahead and add this to your list, ladies. And yeah, whether it's you taking care of your hair or somebody else taking care of your hair, just make sure you get it done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. I said subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And don't forget, ladies, if you live to love, you would love to live. Bye, guys.